On Friday, the Juice officially endorsed Bill Clinton for president, adding, quote, "I'd like to help him any way I can." To which the president replied, "Well, there is one thing."
Here's the thing, man. What if I told you that O.J. Simpson could actually be responsible for destroying the United States? I'll explain what I mean in a minute. I know that sounds crazy. Obviously, O.J. Simpson just passed away, right? That's not really news. Most people know that. Most people aren't really affected by it, by his death at least. But as we watch truly insane things like Karine Jean-Pierre, America's second favorite diversity hire, when she gets asked about it, in the White House of all places, she talks about respecting the family's wishes instead of just reasonably saying something like, guys, this is the White House. Why would you waste a question on that? Who cares? Let's talk about something people actually care about, like porn stars and Donald Trump. So that was crazy, but not half as crazy as what you see on CNN.
But it was so racially charged because of what had happened just before with Rodney King, but also just how Black Americans feel about policing. It's not like O.J. Simpson was the leader of the civil rights movement of his era. You know, he wasn't a social justice leader, but he represented something for the Black community in that moment, in that trial, particularly because there were two white people who had been killed, and the history around how Black people have been persecuted during slavery. There were just so many layers. And I guess I would just close with this, is that there was racial tension then, there is racial tension now. It might not be the backdrop of the Trump campaign, but until this country is ready to actually have an honest conversation about the racial dynamics from our origin story till today, we will always have moments like O.J. Simpson that manifest, and our country will always be divided if we don't actually deal with the issue of race.
Listen to what this woman just said, man. She says O.J. Simpson represented the Black community in his trial because there were two white people that got deleted. And she says that makes sense because generations ago, Black people were persecuted, which makes cheering for the death of two white people essentially okay, because that is somehow justice. And if you don't remember that there actually was cheering, I mean, here's just a quick reminder.
Case number BA097211. We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant Orenthal James Simpson not guilty of the crime of murder in violation of Penal Code Section 187A, a felony upon Nicole Brown Simpson, a human being, as charged in count 1 of the information. Superior Court of the State of California, County of Los Angeles, in the matter of the people of the State of California versus Orenthal James Simpson. We, the jury.
I mean, what can you even add to that? Look, I totally get the historical significance. I remember the time frame. I know Rodney King had just happened just really right before that in the very same place. So I get all that. But if you just try to look objectively at that, O.J. Simpson was a habitual woman abuser, had a nasty relationship and a nasty divorce with Nicole Brown. Everybody knew this, but still, they got whipped up in a racialized, basically a psyop. But that's not even the craziest part. I mean, the craziest part, I want to play one more thing that the young lady on CNN just said.
But until this country is ready to actually have an honest conversation about the racial dynamics from our origin story till today, we will always have moments like O.J. Simpson that manifest, and our country will always be divided if we don't actually deal with the issue of race.
I rarely play the same clip twice, guys, but I cannot believe my freaking ears, man. And I cannot believe that there's no pushback from the empty suit propagandists on CNN. I mean, she basically ends it with what sounds like a threat. I mean, that's the way I heard it. She says, until this country has a real conversation about race, OJ isn't done, she says. Well, what the hell is that? I mean, her exact words were, we will always have moments like O.J. Simpson and our country will always be divided. I don't even know how to read that. I mean, that's absolutely insane. And here's just an interesting thought experiment. If O.J. had allegedly killed non-whites, would you have ever even heard about it? I mean, would this lady on CNN view it as some sort of justice? I think if you ask the citizens of Chicago, they'd probably have a different opinion on that. But I mean, truly, man, these people are insane. And honestly, I mean, as long as we have citizens and politicians that view double freaking homicides as some sort of radicalized social justice, we are freaking doomed, man. There is no seeing eye to eye with these people. I don't see how that's possible, but that's just my take, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you haven't already, guys, be a part of the growth. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, share the channel. I'll see you in the next one.